Is there a failure that really stands out in your life that like you look back and go, man, if it wasn't for that failure, I wouldn't be the man that I am today, or wouldn't have the success that I have today? Because failure's hard, and I've had some big ones that in the moment they feel like this is it. I've
This is
lost
it.
everything. But then you look back and you're like, well, shit, if it wasn't for that failure, I wouldn't have the opportunity that I have today. So anyways, do you have one of those?
How long's the show? Because I got way too many, and I don't know. I don't know where to start. You know, I've started. I was just doing a rant in one of our courses. Uh, you know, my main business and passion is teaching people how to manage fear and violence, and
Right.
and I'm always trying to find ways to help them reframe and understand where to get education from, where to get, like, I just did a post called The Accidental Mentor, like
Yeah.
where you look at something and it could be a picture, it could be a meme, it could be a podcast, and you find yourself thinking about that over and over again. Well, that's an accidental mentor. But at the end of the day, you're the teacher and you're the student, and life's the lesson, and it's that perspective, right? And so, man, there are so many things that have dropped me to my knees, right? As the metaphor goes, where I got dropped and you're lying there and you're like, this is it.
Yeah.
I will say this: it has never occurred to me to quit in any of those failures, but there were dark, dark, dark holes and rabbit holes or caves, whereas like where the negative self-talk is, I've fucked, I will never get out of here. Like, you know, why has this happened to me? And as you get older, uh, the just for perspective, I'm in my 60s now, and there's things that I go, oh, and I wish I'd known when I was 20 and 25 and 30, and because I can tell you, uh, you know, I can think back now to an event that happened when I was 12 years old that you would go, oh, that's an origin story for your self-defense business. But while I was getting beaten up by these two kids, I was like, this is a catastrophe. I'm done. I have no confidence and no backbone.
Right.
And then I realized that led me to martial arts and self-defense that started this.
Right.
And you know, I had my business was stolen from me in 2010. I was doing $12 million a year, and I had my partner and my COO, who I had hired out of fucking Harvard and paid off his education, did a deal behind my back to extract my company. I had to dissolve it 4 days later, hire a lawyer, and like a week after that, I had a home invasion. I wasn't home. Guys with no masks with guns in my house with my wife and my kids. And I was like,
oh my God.
we were waiting for our green cards, and I had moved to the States, and it was like everyone's like, well, this is a sign from God or whoever you believe in. You're not supposed to be here. Move back home where you got family, where you got security, where you got this, because we grew up in Canada. And you have all of these things going through your head where, why is this? What the fuck just happened? I'm going to lose everything. And so I can look now, it took me 5 years to get through that. And you almost never get through shit like that. There's always some sort of scar tissue where you go, oh yeah, you know,
Yeah.
but you know, so there was a point there where I went, people fucking suck. I'm never going to have a partner. No more equity, no more this. And you get really defensive, but
Right.
like I emerged out of that, and the company is bigger than it was, with better people now. And I can look back now and go, had that not happened, I'd still be living in Virginia Beach, surrounded by people who were just, you know, manipulating me for a buck. And I like, when I look back then, I was the fattest I ever was, the laziest I ever was, because I got sucked into being this corporate machine.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't me. I'm a boutique. I'm not a Costco. But none of those changes would have happened had that not been like that big fucking kick in the nuts, but there's continuous stuff like that.
And those things are horrible. It's horrible to go through. But the reality is, and I've got all those same horrible stories. And the reality is, every single person that's got some really nice, really great success has these horrible. And I didn't know that because I met you when I was with Marsoc. I came up there for training at one of your facilities in 2008 in Virginia Beach, and I was like, why would he go from Virginia Beach? He doesn't seem like a California guy. So I never knew why you left. Now I know.